Are you telling yourself, I want better sex? Are you really hoping and praying that your sex life could be spiced up? Are you wishing your spouse would pay more sexual attention to you? Do you think that your sex life has lost that excitement and charm that once attracted the two of you together? Is your partner losing interest in making love to you? Or is it simply the fact that you aren't having sex half as much as you used to? Then, when you do have sex, is it just not as enjoyable as you had hoped? If the answer to any of these questions is yes, it means you should consider taking action in making your sex life better. One of the best ways to do that is to take a look at your relationship first. One of the most surprising things that my wife and I have discovered in our marriage role is that most sex problems have nothing to do with sex. Most sex problems are actually relationship problems. Many couples like to think that if they have great sex, they have a great relationship. Great sex, however, does not necessarily lead to a great relationship. It is almost impossible to fix bad sex within a bad or failing relationship. If you are facing a problem with sexual bliss in your marriage, you have to first look at the relationship before you attempt to fix the sexual part of it. Think about your entire relationship without sex first. After all, this is where your relationship hopefully began. It began when the two of you were introduced. From there, you became friends, perhaps, and then later realized there was a romantic connection. Go back to that time in your life. Revisit the relationship without sex and try to remember what it was you liked so much about your spouse without the pressures of sex. God wants the Christian couple to have a solid, loving relationship based on nurturing, caring, sharing, respect, and their faith in Him. He also planned for the Christian marriage to experience the passionate power of sex. It is believed by many Christians, myself included, the best sexual experience you will ever have in your life is through the manifestation of married couples, husband and wife, because this is the only way a sexual relationship should ever occur. When you say, I want better sex, you're saying that you want a closer relationship with your spouse. Take the time to go back now and find out what it was that excited you about your spouse before sex was introduced, and start treating your spouse that way to start. Work on building your relationship back up first. From there, and then see what happens to your sex life. You will be surprised.